So we're going to go ahead and do our elevations at the same scale as our floor plan, 1/4 inch. Okay? You'll put your border on your sheet lightly, and then you'll draw a casework section, which I will give you later on this evening, so that you can basically follow along. Now the casework section relates to the lecture we had a week or so ago when we actually drew that thing on the board, the little section, and told you everything you needed to put on it. No? Yes? Maybe? Circles? That's a yes and a no.
You said you were going to draw it out again and stuff.
What?
Is that when you were drawing it out? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you tape your thing down. Get it kind of. You don't have to center this thing on your page. You're probably going to have it in the upper left-hand corner, maybe 3-4 inches from the border. Okay. So it brings it down a little bit, and then you're going to basically strike a line. That's going to represent the floor, okay? And then you're going to pull down. Of course, I've stricken my line too low. So you're going to pull down basically this edge of the wall. Everybody see that edge of the wall? Okay? So you'll pull that down. Yeah, the inside of the kitchen. And then you'll pull down this wall. Okay, so we're going to make that my floor plan, my floor now, since now I can pull everything down nice and neatly. Okay, I'll erase out this piece with my white eraser, even though I've got a pink one. Why don't we use the pink one? It leaves the little pink marks. Okay. Now my drawing up here is 1/8 inch, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's 1/4 inch. It's 1/4 inch. Okay, good. So this is about how big it's going to be. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to establish my ceiling height, 8 feet. And get rid of those other 2 lines.
So we're doing this on one of our printed pages on the left-hand corner?
No. Draw a fresh sheet of paper. Okay? You're going to do 3 drawings on that sheet. You're going to have an elevation, a casework section, and a wall section. We're going to talk about wall sections next week.
Are you going to do it on a vellum?
On a piece of vellum, right. So basically take your roll out another 36-inch long sheet, cut it, put your border on it, and then start. How big? Well, this one's only this big, so it's pretty small. Okay, but the casework section will be done at either 1/2 or 3/4, and then the wall section will be done at 3/4. So. Correct. Yep. Yep. Exactly. So the elevation is the same as the plan. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to carve out where our actual casework are cut at. Remember when we looked at the elevation? We're going to be looking at the side of these 2 pieces of casework. Okay? Because basically I'm shooting this elevation right here. So I'm looking at it that way. Everybody got that? Okay? So I'm going to establish 3 feet. Why 3 feet? That's the countertop height, right? Okay? And then I'm going to come up. How tall for the toe kick? 4 inches, right? Those who like detail stuff, you're going to love it. Okay? Now, and then down 1.5 inches for the countertop. Okay? All this is done lightly. What's that? Lightly. Yep. I'm drawing darker so you can actually see what's happening. Okay? You want to draw lightly. You'll see why in 2 seconds. So now I'm going to bring out my cabinet, which is 2 feet. And it's going to go from the bottom of the countertop to the top of the toe kick. Everybody got that? Okay, that's the front face. And then I'm going to come in, how far?
The toe kick?
Toe kick, yep. 3 inches now, right? It's 4 inches tall, 3 inches back. And then I would erase this line because I don't need it. Okay, because all this is going to be the inside of my countertop, my cabinet. And then I take and I come out roughly an inch. Okay? And then I'd erase that bottom line.
And what was that, the countertop?
Yep. So then I'll darken in this so you can actually see it.
And why did you do 2 feet instead of,
It's 2 feet deep this way, 3 feet tall.
3 feet tall, 2 feet deep?
Yep, that's the standard cabinet depth. How tall? How big is our countertop? 25 inches. The length of it, the width of it, or whatever you want to call it. Then it's a 1 inch thick, or 1.5 inch thick, depending on whether it's granite or your standard stuff. It's 25 inches from that point right there to that point right there. It's 24 inches from this line to there. Okay?
24 across.
Right. Now I'm not showing my refrigerator, okay? Or, well, I can show the stove.
Why aren't we showing the refrigerator?
I didn't, because I missed it. You won't. You'll actually show it.
There's no cabinet there though.
I know.
Where you just put that cabinet?
I know. That's what I just said. I missed it.
Is it in? So is that on the other side?
The what? Yeah, this would be on. I'm going to do it on this side too.
How about the peninsula?
What?
The way it is.
What?
The peninsula.
What peninsula? We're inside the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So we stayed in front.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's an elevation. So my stove,
You're gonna give us a diagram of what you want us to draw, right?
I'm doing it right now. You have the diagram. It's your kitchen.
This
Yeah. No, you have your floor plan. Yeah. Remember we printed scaled copies of it last week?
Yes.
of our,
But we're not
Kitchen.
doing it on there.
Okay. Let's try this again. Let's take. Somebody give me one of their Xerox copies. Is this it? Sure. This will. You're going to take this. This is a copy that you have. You're going to go to your roll. Imagine a piece of paper. Roll it out. Cut. Good? Okay. So then we're going to draw lightly our border on the blank piece of paper.
like this.
Correct. Okay? Thank you. Vanna. Okay? Everybody so far with me?
Yes.
Alright. Then you're going to, I recommend making a copy of this. Just put it on the Xerox machine and hit print. Okay? And then tape it onto our new blank piece of paper up here somewhere so you can pull the information down. Does that make sense? Just like I'm doing right there. I'm pulling all of those lines down. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can measure everything, but why measure when you've already measured it once? Work smarter, not harder. Here. So is everybody with me now? You have a real confused look on your face.
We're gonna photocopy this one again.
Okay, not this one. The one that we Xeroxed. Because
Yeah.
this you're going to turn into me.
Yeah, so one of
Yeah,
these.
one of those. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you already put your furniture on it, because we're not working in there. We're working in the kitchen, and all you're doing is pulling the information down from it. You could pull it off of this if you wanted to. Okay? I mean, you could just slip it up underneath your drawing and just have a really long triangle to get all the lines going down. Does everybody understand?
Because we're gonna be making that square thing again when we do this.
What square thing? That's what I thought you, but it's not applied. I don't think that's what she's talking about.
I don't know.
So we're gonna have this border though, and then three things inside.
Correct.
So are we just randomly putting these three
No,
things?
that's why I said 3 or 4 inches from the corner, you're going to strike your box for this.
So this one we're gonna upper left.
Up the left corner, right? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't bring my balance because I didn't think we needed.
Well,
I'll give you.
you know, I mean, it's not, I mean, literally, we're doing this in like, well, minus the slight detour, we spent 18 minutes on it right now. So it doesn't take long to do an elevation, okay?
Doesn't take long to.
Given your experience level.
What?
Given your experience level, it doesn't.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, but for us, that could be like a hours.
When we do it together.
No. Mostly because we don't have time. All right? All right, so there's the stove. Everybody got the stove? We'll doctor it up, make it look pretty like a stove in a few seconds. All right? So now we're going to pull this piece down. Okay? For that countertop. And we're going to repeat the process. We're going to come over 25 inches. And then over 24. We're going to draw our lines. Going to go in 3 for the toe kick. We'll darken everything up.
Where do you go?
The same pencil. Nothing.
So that cabinet's like the same as the one on the left.
Correct.
So looking at it,
Correct.
not straight on.
Correct. And tell you, I probably would have erased before I darkened. Okay, so now I got this cabinet, that cabinet. Now we're going to go up 18 inches, right?
Backsplash.
Well, okay, go up 4 inches. And then go up from the countertop surface, go up 18 inches for the bottom of the wall cabinets, right? And then we'll do 30-inch wall cabinets. We'll strike this line just across there. This one just across there. And we'll pull up our wall cabinet for the stove. Okay? And then we're going to come, in my case, I'm going to come in 12 inches for my wall cabinet here, assuming they're coming this way. And this one actually would be coming this way. So my left hand is going to look different than your left hand. Because I'm the teacher, I can make that change. Because I made a mistake, you know, it happens.
Well, we didn't even see your mistake, so it's fine.
Oh, you caught it. You're like, well, we don't have that. There's a refrigerator there. You're right. We don't have that. I now have that because I made the change. Okay, so now I know this is going to be a wall cabinet, yes? All right. Now what I know about it is that my hinge has to be here, okay? Now we can get into the specifics of putting that little 1-inch filler and all that, but basically you saw how thick that's going to be. It's just going to basically be a double line. So we're just going to let the cabinet guy deal with the fillers, okay? So all we're going to do is we're going to find the middle of our cabinet, which is what, right there, okay? And then we're going to draw a dash line to the corner. Everybody understand that? What does that represent?
The hinges.
Exactly. Okay? So now we have our cabinet here for our microwave or whatever. I'm just going to put it as a range hood. The range hoods are about 12 inches tall, 9 to 12 inches. Everybody good so far? So now I'm going to split the difference here, okay, which is almost 30 inches. Somebody's phone is going crazy.
Why are you putting the difference in that above the hood?
For the cabinet that sits above it.
Oh, that's just representing the,
Correct. I'm going to split the difference so I can then draw my dash lines.
that means the hinges are both on the left.
No, one on the left, one on the right. Here and there. Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant.
All right, so now we got to figure out the spacing of the other cabinet. So right now I'm showing it at 36 and 6 more, 42 inches, okay? Everybody see that? Roughly 36 and then 6 more. All right, so for that, we would want, what's 42? That'd be two 21s, right? 21 is a division of 3, so therefore we can get a 21-inch cabinet. Everybody understand? Cool. All right, so 21 inches is 12, 12.9.
So you're dividing that now
Into 12 and 9, which is 21. Yeah. Okay. And a 21-inch cabinet can either have 2 doors or 1. I'm not crazy about drawing all the doors, so I'm going to make mine 2 21-inch. Now I've already got this point, the hinge point, right? So I'm just going to put a little tick mark there, a little tick mark there, and then I'm just going to connect my to the corners. Everybody following so far? It's pretty straightforward. And if you want to get cute, you can go ahead and put your little handles. You don't have to. Some cabinets don't have them. Okay? So now we go down to the bottom base cabinet and we have to put our drawer in, which is usually about 9 inches, 6 to 9 inches.